Welcome to the second episode of From the Bunker. This is Golfer Game, Josh, and I'm here with my favorite golf buddy in the world.
These 2424, what up?
And we're doing a little live podcast recording tonight. We are on TikTok Live, so if you hear us shouting some people out or answering comments, that's where they're coming from. You can find us on TikTok, From the Bunker Podcast, D's 2424, and Golf the number 4 Game. We appreciate all the listeners from last week, and now we're into episode 2. Go ahead, D's 2424, and let us know what you've been up to, brother.
Man, not much. A little weak this week. Luckily, you and I got out, I believe, Friday.
Yep.
First time I swung a club in about 2 weeks. So we got a little round in on Friday at home of the $20 course, old P-Dub. Got a little round in, did a little bit, and wasn't disappointed. I will be honest, you hit it really good on Friday, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I felt good Friday. I don't know what it was. It's just, you ever have them days where you got at the course and you just feel different? Like everything just feels super comfortable. It's like you've been doing it your whole life. And then you have days kind of like you did Friday where you were a little uncomfortable, you said at times.
Yep.
Friday for me was one of those days where I just was super comfortable. You know, you step up to the ball and you're like in the perfect position, just like super comfortable. So that was super cool. I know I shot a 91 Friday, which is pretty decent for me. I'd say a little bit below average. I think you shot a little higher than your average, but it wasn't terrible.
No. And shout out to Josh on Friday, because he shot a 44 on the front over there, which is also what I shot. Riddle on TT says that's the opposite of today then.
Oh, there's no doubt, Riddle. Thanks for that. Yeah, so tell everybody, what did we do today?
So today we finally got linked up with my boys from Locked, Loaded, and Goated, and we did the first podcast versus podcast duel.
Yeah.
So what we did today was their guy, Tony Pardue, we call him TP. He played against Josh. I caddied for Tony, and Jeff Riddle Jr. from their podcast caddied for my man Josh.
And I want to give a big shout out just real quick. I know Tony's not here to speak for you, but I'm going to speak real quick for my boy Jeff. He went above and beyond. And if you're not following Locked, Loaded, and Goated, he's the stat guy. Go check him out. But he went above and beyond. Man showed up, came to the cart, right off the rip, hands me an embroidered towel with my initial in it. Okay, just to start the day. Then the man's reading putts left and right, D's. I don't think he gave me a bad read all day. Okay. Then we go out to dinner. The man takes care of my dinner, says this is what I do for a winner. I love the man. World class. I appreciate them guys coming out. We had a hell of a time. How was your experience with Tony today?
My experience with old TP was really, really good. So I say that we set this thing up, been setting it up for a while, and Riddle called, and I talked to Riddle quite a bit. Hey, Tony is going to need strokes. And I'm like, okay, like how bad is this going to be? Because I play with Josh all the time. And he's like, Tony's going to shoot like 140. And I'm like, all right, so we get the first tee box, little inside info here. You'll see this when we release it on the tube. But doing 2 strokes a hole. After 9, if we need to adjust it, we'll adjust it. But on the driving range, I'm watching Tony hit. And I'm like, okay, there's a little over the top, but I think we can deal with this. And
potential,
a ton of potential. So there was potential, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help him aim. Not gonna try to fix a swing. I'm just gonna fix some aim points. And it was a great day. I mean, I laughed with Tony. He had a blast with not just me, but we had Little Man with us.
Yeah.
He laughed at Little Man. We did get to see a hot dog trick that might be why Josh might love Riddle.
Yeah,
I'm not for sure.
There's no maybe about it. That is the fact.
So, but no, great day. It was not a beautiful day for golf. It was mist and rain, 48, 50 degrees, windy. not a good day, but with the company we were in, including Riddle being on the other side, Josh being there, of course, as much as I play with him, and then having TP in there and the wives out there, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
So
it was an epic day. I don't want to give too much away since we're doing the podcast, and I don't want to put too much of it out there, but you guys will see we got some epic content. Shout out to those guys from Lot Loaded and Goated for being good sports and doing it. It was awesome having, of course, Dee's there, Heath there. I mean, Heath's a vibe in himself. For how old is he?
he's 8.
For an 8-year-old kid, he's like just I don't know. He's pretty cool.
I,
And, and then of course Roe and Riddle's wife was there. It was just a great day, and I want to give a big shout out to Smyrna Municipal Golf Course. I believe the guy's name is Scott. I'm
yes.
100% sure it's Scott. Scott down there at Smyrna, he went above and beyond to make sure the day happened for us the way we needed it to happen, and they even comped our green fees since we were coming there to film so much content. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, they did. Smyrna's a great place that I used to grow up playing. It's a muni. Not going to say, I mean, it is what it is. Far as a good muni, go out there, get swings in. Can be a little challenging. It's a great layout. I like the back better than the front when you go across the road, but it is what it is. It's just, I mean, front's a lot of side hill lies, ball above your feet, ball below your feet. I love it. It's a great little muni track down there in Murfreesboro. Love to go play it. Those guys are world class. I love it. I'll always try to play it as much as I can when I can get back home. So it was absolutely cool. Smyrna was the real MVPs without a doubt. Blocked off some tee times for us, and we had a ball. And I mean, honestly, even with the Ranger coming by, they never said a word to us. Hey, we know what these guys are doing. We let people play through that needed to play through.
Yep.
So it was a pretty good day. But all in all, we worked on that pretty hard. There was one time, and I don't think I was recording when it was said. Josh talked about Heath. Heath is my youngest. Y'all seen him in some videos. We're walking up today. We're on 10, and Tony duffs a shot, and then he duffs another one. Well, when he duffs the second one, Heath is behind us walking up. He goes, "You just have to hit it, bro." Tony just looked at me, and I'm like, he's just telling you the truth, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, the kid has a sniper fire with the comebacks. I wanted to just say real quick, this will be coming out, everything that we're talking about. Like I said, we don't want to give away too much because we are, putting all the content out. But we will be posting 9 holes on the From the Bunker podcast YouTube page. And then we'll be posting some on TikTok as well. And then we'll also be having 9 holes come to you from the Lock Loaded and Goated YouTube page. So head over to YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to Lock Loaded and Goated, and then From the Bunker podcast, both of those on YouTube, and keep an eye out for this. We'll definitely be keeping everybody updated. We're going to start editing it tomorrow. So we're going to get this out as fast as we can. But I just wanted to throw that in there.
Great. And like we said, we appreciate everybody that was available today and they come out and hung out with us or let us play today. Huge shout outs. Riddle and I only played on par 3s, and they could play 1 caddy shot per 9 if they wanted us to play. So it was the first time I've been on a golf
and
course.
We used them. We used every one of them.
It's the first time I've been on a golf course and swung a club every 2 hours. Let's put it that way. It's about what it felt like in between shots. It was a different feeling, but it was pretty cool. But other than that, like we said, y'all will be getting this content, get to see all this. This week in golf was probably, well, it's not probably, it's the single most largest item that's ever been released. Let's just put it that way. The Internet Classic was this week.
Internet Invitational.
Invitational, yeah. So the first 2 episodes have dropped. First was on Bob Does Sports page. The second one was
Foreplay.
It was on there. And then tomorrow it drops again at 1:00 Eastern on Bob Does Sports for the 3rd round.
Yep.
Dude, this has been pretty cool to watch. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's 6 episodes in
6.
total.
Yeah. So there's 4 more left.
6 or 7. I know it's going back and forth between Bob Does Sports and Foreplay Podcast. And then the last episode, they started their own channel for the Internet Invitational. And the very last episode will be on that. But, man, I'm excited about it because I think it opens up the door for more people like us. Like, you know, the smaller creators, I think, are going to benefit from this. Not only does it bring more attention to, you know, social media golf, but at the same time, they had some people in that are lower on the totem pole. It wasn't just all the top guys. They had like DOD King in there. Yeah, he's popular, but he's not as popular as some of the guys that they could have had instead of him.
No, I agree.
So I think they did a good job with it, and I think it's huge for social media golf in general.
It is, and it's a great thing. I've watched it. Are there some things I don't care for on it? 100%. Everybody's going to have their things they pick. I would have liked to seen it maybe a little bit. Me and Josh have talked about this. Show me the shots from the entire group the whole time.
Yes.
And I know if it takes a while and you probably don't get the content of, you know, them driving in golf carts and stuff at times talking. By the way, anytime anything gets done like this, and I said it last week, Wesley, Brian, and Bob should always be on the same team.
Yes.
I don't even care if they're on the same team. They need to be in the same card.
They're a vibe.
Huge vibe. Unbelievable vibe. Wesley pumps him up, you know, and Bob pumps Wesley up. And they're a great vibe. And it gives you a different look at Wesley Bryant, who really needs a different image at times because he is kind of considered, for lack of a better word, a prick.
Yeah.
When people watch him on YouTube. So
I think him and his brother are completely different.
Yes, George is more likable, definitely more likable. But when he's with Bob, man, he is a different dude, and I love it. But with that being said, first 2 episodes have been great.
Yes.
With that, let's go ahead. There's the elephant in the room for everybody that's watched it.
Right.
Luke Kwan.
Yep.
We all know who Luke Kwan is. Huge social media presence. Let's just be honest. I mean, he's got quite a few followers. Unbelievable golfer. I mean, the guy's, you know, was with the good boys.
Yep.
He is a PGA Tour China winner.
Yep.
The dude's a stick. He's a stick.
Probably one of the best golfers there besides like Wesley, right?
And Wesley's going to bring his game.
Yeah.
Wesley can't go out there and shoot par and think he's going to beat Luke Kwan.
Right.
Not going to happen because Luke's never off. I've seen Luke play golf. He's never off. But with that being said, he's late to his tee time.
Yeah.
$1.7 million on the line. And I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Even to Luke Kwan, it's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
But the dude oversleeps. So, he should be disqualified, technically.
Before you get into your opinion on it, I want to know, do you think that was legit? Do you think he actually slept in? Because I've heard in the rumor mill, people are saying that they did that for content purposes. What is your take? Do you think he actually slept in, or do you think it was for content?
No, I 100% believe the kid slept in. The reason I believe he slept in is I actually watched his apology today. I know it's been out a couple of days, but I have not logged in. I was able to watch it this morning. And if you watch his apology video on his page, he's got some text in a couple of different places talking about where he apologized to people. They were cool with it. You didn't see everything. They edited stuff out to make him look more of like, hey, I don't care. Yeah. And there's a part on there where he pulled Dave and Bob aside and apologized personally.
Yeah.
And says, hey, I feel bad. I apologize. Should have respected this.
Yeah.
Chad just put in the comment, I definitely slept in and I ain't apologized. But with that saying, he pops words up on the screen. It says, Portnoy told him, says, hey, I don't care. This is going to create great content.
Right. Exactly. And I honestly think, I mean, if he legitly slept in, I think that they took it easy on him. Like you said, I mean, if you're playing in any other event, you're going to be disqualified.
Yep.
Now, like I had somebody show up late to the Classic, but I mean, that's like a bullshit tournament, you
Right.
know. But for something like this, you're playing for 1.7 million. It's like, listen, you already know I get oversleeping because Daddy was on the phone 6:30 this morning making sure my ass was awake. The thing is, to me though, is like it's almost like they gave him a break, which I get it. It's not a legit like sanctioned tournament, but still, you're playing for a boatload of money. Like they kept saying on the video, there's people. There was hundreds of people trying to get into that tournament. So it's like, come on, man, take it serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's start with break down some stuff on how it started. How do you think they did with the groupings as far as pairings? So group A, B, C, D, and E. I think they had 5 groups.
I think they even put 3 people in a G category.
Okay, well that would have been Sketch,
Yep,
the Duke, and somebody else.
Yep. And the Duke actually played lights out.
Yeah,
the first episode.
Yeah, I can't take that dude. They got like 4 slow play warnings in a scramble.
Yeah,
like, how do you get a slow play warning in a scramble?
He's playing with Josh Richards, and he's like, man, Duke was telling a story. Dave's like, you can listen to the story, but while you're moving, like,
yeah. I thought overall they did pretty good. So when you looked at Group A, let's see. So we have Wesley Bryant, George Bryant, Brad Dahlke, Peter Finch, Luke Kwan, Grant Horvat, Micah Morris, and Garrett Clark. Now, with Tier A there, I have one problem with it.
What's that?
If you're going to put Micah Morris in it, I think FP could be in Group A as well.
Yeah.
And probably Roger Steele.
Okay. I like that.
I don't know if you know who Roger is. That's the black guy playing with Paige.
And honestly,
the dude shot like 6 under through 6 holes.
I really don't even know why they did a tier system, because they didn't make them draft out of a certain tier. It was just pick whoever you wanted.
I agree. They got to pick whoever they wanted, but that kind of lets you know the quality of the player, because not all these people know everybody.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad way to do it. It's kind of broke down, I would assume, by handicaps there as much as they know. This is something that we will use with some of the stuff we're going to do.
Right.
But I would just think you could put, FP maybe looking at it, Berkshire, and
Berkshire should have been in A.
Yeah. And maybe Roger Steele, but I'm okay if they're going to put that many in B.
I'll run through B real quick. We got Roger Steele, the Smoke Show Page, Fatty Perez, Cole Lance.
That's from Busted Jack. That's the skinny kid from Busted Jack.
Yep. Kyle Berkshire, Mac Butcher, DOD King, of course, Mason Nutt, Josh Kelly, Rick Shields, who is a solid golfer, Sarah Winter, Melosi,
Mo from Good,
Matt
Sharf,
and Jake Adams is your tier B for the Internet Invitational.
And Mason Nutt is the other guy from Busted Jack, the heavier set kid. All those guys are, legit good ball strikers. Great golfers there. Then we ran into Tier C. So if you go by Tier C and you look at who's in here, these people are 8 to about a 14 handicap off of these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm going by a couple of the names I've realized in there. I think one's lower than this, but he don't show up. But you have Claire Hogle, Gabby Golf Girl,
who actually hits the ball really well.
Yes. Andrew Santino, Frankie Borelli from Barstool, Francis Ellis, Riggsy from Barstool, Whit, which is Ryan Whitney, Beef, Bubby, Chaz, Keith Yandel, Andrew Austin, and then J.R. Smith.
Who didn't show up.
J.R. Smith did not show up. Still don't understand that. Do not understand that at all. The guy missed his flights. He missed some connecting flights. And when it happens in that first episode, I'm like, how does J.R. Smith, who played in the league for like 11 years, the dude can fly private.
Right.
He's got millions of dollars.
Probably got a private jet company on speed dial.
And I don't know if LeBron's still pissed at him for the one finals episode, but if not, he could call LeBron and say, hey, Doc, can you send me a jet? Come get me real quick. Because LeBron would have been cool with it. LeBron would have been cool with it. So I don't know. I don't know how in the hell this dude can't fly private, but whatever. Um, but some really good golfers there too. I mean,
Anybody in that group that you think should be lower or higher?
I would think if JR was there, just because he played at North Carolina A&T, I watched some of his stuff. I'm not saying he's great, but he's an athlete. He's figuring it out. With that being said, I would go with probably Witt. Witt could be a tier B guy. Ryan Whitney's a pretty good dude.
Yeah.
He plays extremely well during this too.
Yes, he
So
does.
far he's played pretty well. So political reasons. Well, I can see JR saying that. He's hung out with LeBron.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Well, he's hung out with LeBron long enough. He's probably got some stupid political reasons. So that is what it is.
Moving into Tier D here, we had Cold Cuts from Bob Does Sports. I like that. D- Daltush, Nade Shots, Bob, Robbie Berger, Trent Ryan, and Coach John Gruden. Now, I just got to say one thing about Gruden. I've watched about 15 minutes of the second episode, and he has a pep talk in that episode, like he's giving a halftime speech in the locker room. He had me ready to go run through a brick wall.
Oh, the greatest line in that whole speech, and he is great there. I'm not going to say. He says, y'all are all this guy on Luke Quan about sleeping in the morning, but we just got beat this first round session, so y'all slept in too.
Yep.
And I could see him in a locker room right now saying that to somebody.
Absolutely.
I could see him walking up to old, who was his quarterback in Oakland, Rich Gannon, or maybe Charles Woodson. Say Charles got beat on a touchdown. I could see him saying it. Tier D, nothing wrong with Tier D in my opinion. Cold Cuts might not be playing as well as I know he's gotten that handicap down at some point. Nade Shot is absolutely a vibe, dude. But Nade Shot was a vibe. Absolute vibe. Unbelievable some of the stuff he says. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's great. He is a vibe. He talks about getting some stuff from his wife and all this. They're like, this comes out 4 months from now. He goes, well, I'll get it then. It's great. So Tier E, we're going to go through Chandler Hallow, Paul Bissonnette, and the Jet. The Jet's the camera guy for Bob.
Yeah, and the Jet actually played really well.
The Jet should not be in Tier E. If you go off watching him play, that dude is, I'm going to be honest with you, he's the second best golfer at Bob Does Sports from what I've seen so far.
I mean, honestly, the kid hits it well.
He hits it great.
Tier F and Tier F is PFT and Josh Richards from the BFF podcast over at Barstool as well with Dave and that chicken fry girl.
Yeah. And then Tier G is Sketch and the Duke. Those guys, we kind of know what they are. And let's be Chandler Hallow and Paul Bissonnette's not great golfers at all. We know that. They're not there for that. They're there for content, the vibe, what they do. But overall, I thought they set it up pretty well.
Yes. I mean, the event looks amazing. Like they have, first of all, Big Cedar Lodge is world class. That's why it's at the top of my list to go to dream destinations. And then as far as the way that they set everything up, like they got it set up. It looks like a PGA Tour event. They've got the big whole signs out there. They've got the backdrop internet invitational things. Like when I went to work the Simmons Bank Open, like they had that shit for the Simmons Bank Open. Like, I mean, it's set up like legit like that.
Well, B and Chad didn't come play with us today in our match. That's who was supposed to bring our banners and signs. So they kind of hurt the content there today. It was a little rainy, so the princesses couldn't get out. But with B and Chad not being there, that's why we didn't have banners today.
Oh yeah,
we were going to get banners.
Oh yeah, we were going to have it all. But next time. And hey, and if you keep playing golf like you did today, maybe Riddle will take you to Big Cedar Lodge on him. I mean, Daddy Warbucks over there, so he might just take you out that way. That's funny. That is funny. Real quick, I'll run through and let y'all know we touched on it, but of course, episode 1 came out on the 27th of October on Bob's channel. This past Thursday, the day before Halloween, episode 2 came out on Foreplay. Episode 3 comes out tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 o'clock Central on Bob Does Sports. Episode number 4 comes out Thursday the 6th on Foreplay at 1 p.m. Eastern. Episode 5 is Monday, November the 10th on Bob's channel at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then the last episode is Thursday, November the 13th on the Internet Invitational YouTube page at 1 p.m. Eastern. Shout outs, no free shout outs. I mean, we're giving these guys some publicity because, I mean, we do have thousands of listeners.
Yeah.
I seen something else a second ago.
While he's looking for that, to break it down a little bit easier for you guys, it pretty much goes Monday, Thursday, next 2 weeks.
Yes. It just alternates channels.
It just alternates channels.
I seen something a second ago that had the format breakdown.
Okay, so they played first round, they played 9 holes, or first episode's 9 holes of scramble, 9 holes of alternate shot. Unbelievable format. Great idea. The winning teams, 24 players off of that is what we will see tomorrow. They go into the next part of the tournament. So if whoever won, which was Team Orange, which was Riggsy's team, those 24 players advance.
And the other people got eliminated.
They're eliminated.
So they're
back at the airport trying to rub elbows with J.R. Smith and see what Southwest flight got, delayed.
Too political.
Yeah, too political and delayed. Still don't know how that guy. How does he not fly private? It's crazy.
There it is.
So day 2, it was 2 teams of 12 session. Let's see. And though they played Paynes Valley first.
So they actually split it back up because they start out in 2 teams of 24. After session 1 and 2, 12 people get eliminated. 24 people get eliminated. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Then day 2, they re-break it up. So they're at some point going to have another draft, and I haven't watched episode 2, so I don't know if it happens there.
No, it's on what we're going to see this week.
Okay, so what's coming out, they're going to probably do another draft, break that 24 that remains into 2 groups of 12, and then after 2 more sessions, the 12 losers will get eliminated, and then the finals are down there.
So day 1, they played at Paynes Valley, which is what we've seen.
Yeah.
That is Tiger's course. That's the 18-hole course. You got the front 9 and then the back 9. Day 2, what's that say they're playing at?
Buffalo Ridge.
You're playing at Buffalo Ridge at Cedar. Great course. Day 3 will be, so the last week that we get to watch will be Cliffhangers and Paynes Valley. That'll be the 2. They'll play 18 holes of stroke at Cliffhangers, and then the afternoon is the finals. It'll be a 3 versus 3 true alternate shot at Paynes Valley, 18 holes.
Yeah. So it looks like after the 2 teams of 12, after the losing team there gets eliminated, it'll go to 4 teams of 3, and then the top 2 threesomes advance to the finals back at Paynes Valley.
Correct. So it'll be fun to watch. Like I said, it's been some pretty good stuff. There's some beef out there with some of these people when they show up anyway. There was a little bit of gamesmanship between some of the guys, and it's just good. It's been really good as far as the actual content there. I'm not 100%. I would like to see it maybe produced a little bit better, but the content's been pretty well. So,
and it is their first time. I mean, they're gonna make it better if they do it again, I'm sure. And I think they should. That's kind of the reason that, and this, I mean, that's kind of the reason that we wanted to do the Small Creator Classic, and part of the reason that I came up with the idea was to, kind of do something in this aspect. They're doing it on a much bigger scale because they all have much bigger followings. So that's the whole point behind this. And eventually I think we can get the Classic to something not this big, not playing for $1 million or anything like that, but the content aspect of it and the formats and the multiple days and things like that. I think that eventually, a couple of years down the road, hopefully we'll grow it to something like that. You got anything else on the Internet Invitational you wanted to talk about?
No, just watch it, enjoy it. We'll break it down again this week like we do. Thursday, Josh will be live. We'll break down what we've seen so far. With that, moving on, there's a couple of things that did come out this week. Like I said, Josh and I played Friday. He had a pretty good round. I didn't have a terrible round, but got better on the back as I normally do. But that being said, something that I like, that I use a lot. So on my bag, we all got club cleaners. We all got things to, and there's 100 different types out there now. I use the mini groove brush because groove it brush. It hooks on my bag. It's a little magnet. You see pros that latch them on their belt loops on the range all the time. It's a little bitty brush. That's the ones that I use. I love that thing. It's magnetic. But with that being said, they got NCAA licensing.
Yeah, so, that's huge. They look awesome. And they're aluminum now.
Yes. Yes. Aluminum bodies. Of course, they're smart. What did they do? They did a bunch of SEC schools.
Yeah. And they've got Alabama. They've got Tennessee. They got what most of our listeners will be looking for. They have it. I think they have damn near, any school, any major school I've seen on there, they had a shit ton of schools.
I scrolled early this morning at Cracker Barrel, and I'm going to say something. They got to be smart because I didn't see an Ohio State one on there. Seen a Penn State one. I didn't see no Ohio State, though.
I did see Penn State, so I'm surprised that we don't see Ohio State. But, yeah, epic deal. I think that they'll sell the shit out of them. I'm definitely getting one. They're like $22. I need a new one anyways, and what better than an aluminum Alabama one? So another shout out, no free shout out, but Groove it. We know you're listening. Holler at your boys.
But pretty cool little product out. Like I said, I wanted to buy one. I hadn't bought one because I was told Christmas is too close. I got family members that need to buy Christmas gifts. Pretty good little Christmas gift to give me.
Great stocking stuffer.
Now that we're talking about a little bit of golf stuff like that, let's go ahead and do apparel real quick, just to let y'all know. If you're in the Tennessee area, I'm sure this is across the nation though. Under Armour, I actually ran into a deal this week. Their golf pants are down from $80 to $40. So you get 2 pair for the price of 1. Go check it out. If you don't wear Under Armour pants on the golf course, if you need pants, they're great.
Yeah.
They're unbelievably great. I love Under Armour pants. They're comfortable as all get out.
What's up,
so they do have a big sale going on right now.
Yeah. And as always, quick shout out. I've got it on tonight. Sandtrap Golf, sandtrapgolf.com. Use code GolferGame. I've got the Masters Green Sandtrap logo polo on. I've got the, what do you call this? Script hat on. They have multiple hats, multiple polos, outerwear like hoodies and quarter zips and all that. Y'all go check them out.
No, Sandtrap stuff looks great. Some good stuff coming up this weekend. We got another FedEx Cup event for the fall. As I talk about this all the time, this helps keep their card. Guys keeping their tour card is huge because, especially if you win, because it gives you exemptions into, I know the PGA, I want to say 2 signature events. I might be a little wrong on that, but it gives you the PGA and the Players, I do believe.
Yeah. And the next tournament coming up starts on Thursday. It is, where is it at? Mexico?
Yes, they are in Mexico coming up.
It's in Mexico. And, the fall tour, it really gives guys a chance. Like the gentleman that won last week. Do you remember his name? Matt, Burnin or something like that.
Brennan.
But he had never won before. He got his first win on the PGA Tour. Being able to play in these events in the fall. So it just opens up. It opens up a window for some of these younger guys, for some of these guys that are on the verge of getting that first win, or like you said, keeping their card. They're on the verge of the points. It gives them a chance to really rack up some points or rack up a win or two without, all the big guys playing in it. I mentioned this to you the other day. It is kind of like, like a gentleman's like nod, I guess you could say, that Scotty and Rory and these bigger guys that can go out there and dominate kind of take this time off, because they don't have to. They're not required to. They do it, but I mean, they could, and I see why they don't. It's probably because they play all the signature events, have plenty of money, whatever. But they also, at the same time, I mean, nothing's stopping them from going to play it.
No,
So it's kind of always been like an unwritten rule, I guess, or like a gentleman's nod, like, hey guys, we'll let y'all have your chance.
yeah,
The top 10, top 15 guys normally don't go play in these events.
yeah. Like, I mean, X played in one in Japan. We know what that was about. It's a tournament, means a lot to him. So it is really cool to watch. While we were sitting here, I had Josh pull something up, and this happened. It was 9 hours ago when it come out. Tom McKibben, which denied playing on the PGA to go play with LIV. He is a 22-year-old Irishman, is where he's from. He's over from Ireland. I don't know if he's northern or south. I think he's northern. But he won the Hong Kong Open this weekend, which what that does is gives him an invite to the Masters in 2026. A guy gets 0 world ranking points because he plays on LIV, just got an invite to the Masters.
That's incredible, and I love to hear it. And I think, I mean, me and you both agree on this. We both think that LIV golfers should get world rankings, or they should do something to be able to get world rankings. But I think this is awesome. I think that it's super cool that, he's got a chance to go rack up some points for the damn Ryder Cup. I mean, Bryson did it, so you figure out a way. But this is super cool to have a chance to play in the Masters when you turn down the PGA for LIV, and probably had to humble yourself and stomach the fact that you wouldn't have the chance to play in some of these events, to be able to go win this event and get an automatic entry into it. I mean, that's pretty impressive and pretty epic.
Well, and I want to hit on this because when you go this way, this is something that we've touched on briefly at times, but I don't care what tour they play on, guys. I don't care if it's DP World Tour. I don't care if it's the Australia Tour. I don't care if it's Long Drive 051 and Jake Krugel's own tour. If it's a professional golfer playing professional golf on a major thing with TV broadcast, all this stuff, give them points.
Yep.
And the reason I say this is we have a guy ranked number 1 in the world right now, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him. Scotty is a very, very good golfer. I'm never going to tell you Scotty's not a good golfer. What I say is I do not believe he's the number 1 golfer in the world.
And he probably isn't.
I think there's a guy over on the LIV Tour that won an individual championship this year with 0 individual wins.
Yep.
Won a team championship, willed his team, not just by himself, but helped will his team to a team championship, and just kicked our ass in the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to tell me that Scotty is that much better than Jon Rahm? Get out of here. And Scotty ain't playing the number 1 against top talent in the world every weekend.
And I mean, even not only him, I mean, look at Bryson and what he did. Played in 8 events and instantly qualified for the Ryder Cup.
Right.
I mean, think about if he played in the same amount of events towards the world rankings that Scotty did, just like you're saying about Rahm, there might be 2 guys, maybe 3 in front of Scotty and Rory.
Well, you can look at, let's run down the list. And I'm not saying Scotty don't play talent. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to knock anybody on the PGA Tour. What I'm trying to say here is Tiger's run is better than Scotty's because Tiger played the best in the world every single weekend.
Yep.
He had to. Scotty don't have to go play Jon Rahm. He don't have to go play Terrell Hatton. He don't have to play Bryson. He don't have to play lefty. He don't even have to play field.
Yep.
Not to mention the guys that are on that tour that are young and playing good, like Joaquin Neiman.
Right.
Tiger's not playing, or Scotty's not playing the best guys every weekend.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be realistic. And I mean, if you don't believe this, you're crazy. I know you do. But, I mean, Scotty's got a long way to go to touch Tiger.
Oh,
I mean,
he does.
a long way to go. I think he's got to be that ranked number one in the world till like 2032 or some shit. The
Scotty ain't
past
gonna play
Tigers
golf that
record.
long. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scotty ain't gonna play golf that long. Pull up the world golf rankings real quick. We're gonna go through the top 10 of here, and I'm gonna tell you who I think is John Rahm. Like, where do we rank with the top 10? We'll use Terrell Hatton, John Rahm, and Bryson just for the sake of this argument here. So our number one player in the world is Scotty. Number two is Rory. Number three is Xander. X is good, though. I give X his credit. X is good, and when he had to play Rahm in the Ryder Cup, straight up, he got him. He got him.
Yeah, but Rahm wasn't playing his best golf, let's be honest.
But Russell Henley, Rahm destroys that cat.
Yeah.
Bryson destroys that cat.
Yep.
Terrell Hatton probably beats him.
I think Bryson and John would be 1 and 2. I think John would be 1, Bryson would be 2, Scotty would be 3, Rory would be 4.
Now, Fairway Jesus, I like Fairway Jesus. I'm gonna say Rahm wins that, but I'm gonna give Tommy. I'm gonna say Tommy deserves to be in the top 5 there. I'm gonna say he deserves to be in top 10.
Oh yeah.
But now we get to looking at JJ Spawn. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I like JJ. No way in the hell. If that's the number 6 player in the world, and Scotty, that's some of Scotty's best competition. I just named you 3 guys on LIV that beat him every time.
Oh yeah. I mean, just go down here to 10, 11, 12, 13.
Who is 10?
Colin Morikawa.
Get out of here.
Victor Hovland's 11. Get out of here. Ben Griffin's 12. Get out of here. Harris English, 13. Get out of here. I mean, Captain America, Keegan Bradley, 14. I mean, he's going to be 20 to 25 if the LIV guys are in there.
Yeah. Now, some of these other guys, JT, I think Rombo destroys. I think Bryson and JT is a good match. I think Terrell and Bryson or JT would be a good match.
We had a comment real quick that says, what rank is Rahm? Rahm don't have a rank.
He don't have a rank.
They don't give the LIV guys the World Tour points. That's what we're saying is if we could get, or if they got world ranking points, there's no way that John Rahm's not probably the number 1 or number 2 golfer in the world, and Bryson's the other one.
Yeah. And the other side to that, and like I said, I give Scotty his credit. I give him his credit. He wins with who's there. And he has put together a good run.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, we're not taking nothing away from Scotty.
No.
We're just saying if all the guys, and that's the big deal, is like, who gives a shit if they want to make another tour? I mean, there's 9 football leagues. Only one that's cared about really is the American Football League. But you could still give them the world rankings. You could still, there's got to be a way. They've got to come together and play some events together or do something where these guys can be included in the world rankings, even though they want to go play on another pro circuit.
So, yeah, and what happens is your guys over there in Europe, they do get, like, Terrell Hatton's ranked in the official world golf rankings because he plays on the DP World Tour. So, because he plays on the DP World Tour, he gets points. Those guys that play on LIV are not banned from the DP World Tour, which don't make sense. It's pretty much the PGA anyway. It's the PGA of Europe.
Yep.
So, with that being said, but how do you not? I mean, it's just stupid to me that you can't get LIV points. I understand they're playing 54 holes. Guess what? So does the Champions Tour. So don't give me they're not playing true.
Yeah.
You can tell me they don't play a cut. Guess what? Neither is Champions Tour.
Here's a good question. We got a question in the comments on our TikTok live stream. By the way, podcast listeners, we do a TikTok live 2 nights a week, Sundays at 8:30, Thursdays at 8:30. But we got a question here. How long does LIV hang around?
Forever.
Yeah, they've got endless money.
It's endless money. They've got billions. He's got billions in oil underneath the sand.
Yeah, it's going to be as bad as we wish that it would either. I mean, I don't mind that it hangs around. My issue with it is exactly what we're talking about. We've got to figure out a way to bring these guys together, like some people in the comments have said, and like I've talked to you about, have a couple events where they come together and play, and that's how they get in the world rankings, or some way to add them into the world rankings and play some events, collab style events where these guys can play against each other. Because at the end of the day, we all want to see the best go against the best. And if you're a real competitor like Scotty, like Rory, like Xander, these top three guys, you shouldn't want an easy way to the top. You should want to play. I guarantee you, Tiger, when he was number one, he wanted to go up against Phil, wanted to go up against John, and all these guys that were,
VJ Singh,
yeah,
Ernie
VJ
Els.
He wanted
Freddie.
to go up against them because he's a competitor.
Yeah.
You want to go up against the best of the best. You don't want an easy win. So I just think that they've got to figure it out because, like we both just said, LIV's not going anywhere. They've got endless money. They'll stick around for however long they want to do it. But they've got to figure out a way to do something where it comes together, or they get rankings without coming together or something.
So I'm going to go ahead and say right here, I don't disagree that their model's going to struggle. This is what I will say. They are very smart. And the reason they are smart is because look at what they have done with the internet creators on YouTube, as far as Bryson, Grant Horvat. They're giving Wesley Bryan an open invitation because he got banned for going to play in the LIV duels or whatever it was, creator thing that really didn't have anything to do with LIV, but just in front of a LIV tournament. And the PGA banned him for 2 years. With that, but the other side of that is they literally have trillions. It is estimated like $240 trillion underneath the sand over there.
Yeah, that's more money than anybody could ever
spend.
So
it don't matter. They love golf.
Yeah.
The dude that's running that PIF or whatever you call it, he loves golf. He's a huge golf advocate, plays a lot of golf. So as long as he wants it to, until they get something worked out. Yeah. They'll get something worked out and make that merger. They'll make the merger at some point. Don't know what it's going to be. I mean, the guys already get to play in the freaking majors anyway. That's all guys really want to do. But let them play in some signature events. Split it up. PGA play on this many. These guys can play on the other ones, and let it go. That's just my opinion, though. I'm just a little guy sitting in a room talking on a TikTok Live.
Well, you mentioned it. My thing with LIV is they've really, really leaned into the social media side, and I think that's what their target audience is, because most people that are PGA fans, I mean, the majority of them, I'd say 60 to 80%, are the old school golf guys. They're trying to get the new generation of golf fan that's came around since 2020, that's leaning into the YouTube golf, that probably don't even care about world rankings or know what they are. They watch Grant, they watch Wesley, and they watch these guys in the Internet Invitational. So they're really leaning into that. Like you said, they've got guys. I mean, you've got Phil doing YouTube now. You got Bryson doing YouTube. You got a few of their other guys doing YouTube. They're heavy on socials with every one of their teams, like the 4 races. Dustin Johnson's team, DJ's team, like Bubba's team. They're huge on Instagram, TikTok.
Range Goats.
Like
High Flyers.
They're feeding into it, even with the smaller creators. So that's their target. And I think over time, if golf keeps climbing on social media like it has been, I think over time they're going to win the race, because they're going to have this new generation of fan as their fans going forward. And as that grows, they're going to capture that fan. So.
And I agree with that. And here's another thing to it. There's people that'll tell you that's blood money. That's what. Guess what? Turn on your TV, watch a PGA Tour event, and tell me how many times you see the name Titleist come across your screen, or Callaway. They're huge companies. I mean, Callaway literally owns Topgolf. They own Travis Matthews. They own Curator. They own Odyssey. They own all the Callaway stuff. They own Ogio. There's all that stuff. Titleist, FootJoy, Titleist, Scotty Cameron. The ball sales they all get. Titleist owns, I can't remember how many balls they own actually now. With all that being said, big companies, man, they go buy the little guys out where they don't have any competition. They don't have any competition. So what's the difference in what, there are some differences, but the oil money's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's a big ass company.
And
that'll go buy everybody up.
And even if they are in the red, like Dustin said, dude's sitting on like $300 trillion. I mean, he'd have to get bored with it to pull the plug. I don't think that losing money is going to be the reason that they stop doing it. Real quick, we'll touch on this. What we've talked about this a little on our lives, but not on the podcast yet. What do you, we got another question in the comments on TikTok, Bald and Bearded Golf. And what do you think about the TGL? I'll go first real quick. I love the TGL. My favorite part about it is being able to listen to the guys talk. Plus, it's more golf and more ways to watch the guys that we all want to see, in the off season. I think they could do a little bit better with the production, but I love the green and the way that all works. I love how they hit off real grass. I mean, they went crazy with it. I like it a lot. I think I like it a little bit more than Dustin, but I'll let him tell you what he thinks.
I like it because of the commentary. I like the hot mics. When we talk about it, let's talk about something else. Y'all want to talk about losing money. Did not turn a profit. Of course, they got a $40 million facility. And they tell what that cost to build. But anyway, with that being said, I love listening to the guys on the hot mics. I could care less about them hitting into a large screen. They have made some upgrades that are supposed to be way better. Courses are supposed to be way harder this year. It's supposed to make the guys actually have to make decisions. Last year, get up there, hit a driver, hit the fairway, hit a wedge, see who can put it close, and let's go put it out.
And from what I've seen, they've made the graphics a lot better. I know they made the green like 30 foot bigger and put like 10 more hole locations on it. But I seen a side by side of showing a picture of the screen and what it looked like last year and this year. And the graphics, are upgraded tremendously. You can tell that a year off has really helped them. And I think the TGL stick around partly because Tiger's involved with it. I mean, most of anything he does, is going to work. On top of that, Rory's a big deal with it. They're both playing in it when they can. The guys that they have are some awesome guys to watch and listen to. But I will throw this out there. Wouldn't it be great to see if they add some of these expansion teams to the TGL? The players could actually make a breakthrough, and I think the one that would hold them up would be Rory. But the players could decide to bring some of the LIV guys over to the TGL to play. That would show the PGA Tour that these guys want to play together. What do you think about that?
I'm going to answer long drive 051. Supposedly Tiger is playing in the PNC with Charlie. He's already getting there. He said he'd be playing first week of December. So everybody's preemptively thinking if he don't do anything stupid, he'll be playing with Charlie.
Yeah.
But I like what Josh said there about the TGL, but I've got it different. I think what they should do is split these teams up. If you want to grow it and you want to see great things on TV, this is a content thing. It's a simulator. It's something that more younger people play than anything. Split your teams up or keep the same number. I don't care. One captain is a PGA player. He picks another PGA player. The last two spots are content creators. Could you imagine Kevin Kisner and Bob Does Sports on the same team with hot mics hitting in a simulator? Could you not? I mean, it would be epic. And it's all about ratings, right?
Yep.
We're at ESPN. It's all about ratings. They're fighting playoff football. They're fighting college football playoffs and all that. Boom. There we go.
Yeah, I totally agree. I like that. I like that idea a lot. Adding in some content creators.
I just think it would reach out to a bigger audience and be cool with it.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the second episode of the From the Bunker podcast. You can find us on all your social media platforms from the Bunker podcast, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to us there, follow us there. Also check us out on Spotify, from the Bunker podcast, and Apple Podcasts from the Bunker podcast. This has been your latest report from the Bunker. This is Golfer Game.
I'm D's 24. Peace.
Peace.